you know, it's interesting that we don't quite know what the difference is between some sports people who make the transition successfully from sport to life and some people that don't. We don't quite know what it is. But I was chatting to someone who I probably shouldn't name a couple of weeks ago, very well-known sports person in the UK. And they said to me something very interesting, which I hadn't actually thought of before. And they said, you know, the public perception of elite sports people is of people who are hyper-disciplined, who are absolutely hyper-disciplined. You know, that's it. You know, they've got all that to keep it going for 4 years to say an Olympic gold medal and risk it all on the line. So, well, actually, the perception can sometimes be very different. And this person said, actually, I'm not that disciplined at all. That's why I needed the structure of training around me. When I have that structure, that organisational structure, that framework to be part of, to act as a scaffold, as it were, for the routine and the regime that I put myself through, that's actually quite easy. But if I had to kind of do that myself and dredge it up from within, which is real discipline, that would be a different ball game altogether. So it's interesting, the public perception of a lot of elite sports people are of hyper-disciplined people. But it depends what you mean by discipline. If it's sticking to a routine that's already given to you, that's one kind of discipline. If it's a discipline that comes from stuff that comes from within, an intrinsic discipline, then that's something else. And it might be the case, we're looking into it at the moment, we don't know, but it might be the case that one of the differences between people who really struggle and people who don't in making this transition from sport to post-sport life is the fact that it might be that slight difference in extrinsic and intrinsic discipline. We don't know, jury's out, we'll let you know in a year or so.